Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of me remaking the bakery shop from Kiki's delivery service. So if you missed the first episode, feel free to check it out on my channel. Last month we got the whole structure done, and this episode we are moving on to the facade details. So starting with the glass windows, I have 11 to make in total for this house. Each window has 2 layers of styrene frames, with a transparent sheet sandwiched in the middle to create the glass effect. Now I could have cut everything in batches to save time, but I actually measure and cut each window individually because not all of them are the same size, and I would rather take the extra time to make sure each one fits perfectly than rush it. The wooden windows are a lot more straightforward. There are only 2 of these, one at the front and one at the back of the house. I just cut the wood strips to recreate the shutters, glued everything together and paint the wood with a warm natural stain. Sometimes I'm honestly not sure if I'm being clear enough with what I'm showing. I guess I'm still building my confidence here and just figuring things out as I go. So if you have any questions or anything you think I could do better, please drop a comment. I would really appreciate that. Lettering on the facade. I really love doing this one. I cut out the fonts from paper using a laser cutter, then use a pencil to outline the letters directly onto the wall. If you don't have a laser cutter, tracing paper works just as well. Once you have the outlines, it's really just filling in the letters with brown acrylic paint. Of course, you can practice first before you draw on the wall, and I'll be honest, lettering used to be something I'm not perfectly good at. Even after doing this for years, there's still so many things I'm working on, and I think that is okay. That's just what it means to keep growing as an artist. And I still get that little kick of satisfaction when I see myself getting better at something. Next is the wallpaper. I designed this on Canva beforehand, and after that it's just cutting it down to size and gluing it onto the wall. There are many free elements on Canva you can use to design your own wallpaper. It's not complicated, but the whole interior feels so much more alive when the wallpaper is in. These days, I don't know, I was going through a bit of an emotional phase. I ended up visiting a small art market nearby just to get myself out of the house. It reminded me so much of how I started out. Putting yourself out there, not knowing if anyone would care, but still doing it anyway because you love it. I think that is just part of being a self-employed creative. You doubt yourself all the time, but you love what you do and you just hope to find people who get it. Anyway, back to the pretzel. I made a hanging metal frame from brush sheet and soldered everything together. And for the pretzel itself, I used polymer clay. Took me several attempts to get it right. It was either too thin or too small. But finally, I got one that felt proportionate with the metal frame. I baked it in the oven at 130 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. And when it all came together, that's the feeling that pulls me out of my own head. The kind that reminds you why you do this. Alright, at this point we have all the windows done, and now we are moving on to the doors. Since I want them all to actually open and close, I had to make hinges in order to make it work. Now for the hinges, I filmed everything in detail, but I am preparing some online class materials and it's gonna be a step-by-step tutorial. I don't know if there are people out there who want to learn making miniatures, so if that is something you will be interested in, please drop a comment below. It really helps me to know what to do next. Anyway, making hinges from scratch for every single door in this project takes so much extra time to do, and I used to think it was impossible until I actually did it. And now every door in this bakery can open and close. I love that. I guess patience really does pay off. But I do have to confess a little mistake I made here. I forgot to account for the thickness of the hinges. So when I installed the door, there was this big gap that I really didn't like. I ended up gluing an extra piece of wood to cover it, which helped. But being a perfectionist, the fact that both jambs aren't balanced still bothers me a little. My husband told me nobody's gonna notice. And I know he's right. I just need to remind myself that imperfections are okay. Believe me, I was way worse before. For the door handles, I glue a tiny diamond gems on the tip. I had a bag of this little gem sitting in my drawer for years, and this was the perfect moment. Okay, now the awning. This one actually brought back a memory. Back in 2012 when I made the bakery, I was using paper, which looking back, yeah, it's just paper, so it doesn't feel realistic enough. This time I'm making two awning frames, one inner and one outer, so I could lay a canvas in between to get that real fabric awning look. The tricky part here is that the sizing has to be really precise. I need to account for the thickness of the canvas when measuring the gap between the two frames. Otherwise it either won't fit or it will be too loose. So there's a bit of back and forth to get it just right. And once the awning is in, the whole front of the shop just suddenly looks like the bakery. Yep, that's it. The facade is done. I love it. Anyway, there are days I wasn't really in the mood, but overall I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out this month. If you're new here, I'm currently recreating the bakery shop from Kiki's delivery service as a miniature. I'm uploading one episode every month to document the whole journey. And next month, I'm finally starting on the interior furniture and all the little things inside the shop. I have been waiting for this part for so long, so stay tuned. If you're enjoying this series, subscribing really does help a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Till next time.